Okay, so I wanted to do a little video talking about my morning ritual. Because sometimes I think we hear the word ritual a lot and we don't always know what does that mean or how do we do ritual. I'm just kind of so you can see Mr. Malachi here. So every morning I come out to do chores with my horses, walk my dogs, and it's an opportunity for me to also settle into my ritual to begin the day. I'm somebody that in the morning is the time where I'm probably the most anxious because I'm thinking about everything that I have to do in the day. That's where I tend to, be worried. I think kind of half asleep. I'm not always in conscious control of my thoughts. So my morning ritual really is an important start of my day because it means that I can start the day in a little bit more of a grounded place with some intention. As somebody who has had an experience of being really dedicated to ritual and then kind of falling off the wagon, I understand how essential it is. And so a lot of what I advocate for with my clients is that we have to have some sort of a practice or ritual. It can look differently. We all have the ways that it looks for us. I wanted to share what mine is. I'm somebody that needs in my ritual a little bit of fluidity and being able to feel into what feels supportive for me right now. I don't always like the rigid structure of things, and I think some people do. So I think the most important thing when we're doing ritual is to really pay attention to what feels supportive for us. I like to start my day in a place of being out in nature because I think nature is pure. It helps me feel grounded, with my horses. And so when I'm coming out here, after I've had the opportunity to, water the horses and feed them, I come out somewhere here, either with the horses or by the creek, and I put some music on. And the intention for me is to create some sort of a connection to myself and to nature where I can start the day from a place of gratitude and being reminded of the bigger purpose of the things that I'm doing, right, in my work and in my life. And so I like to kind of take a moment, and again, I like to do this in nature with the herd, and just spend a moment just being grateful of being alive, saying gratitude to this land, to my herd. And then it's also an opportunity for me to ask for direction or for help. So if there's something that I'm feeling worried about, or I want to create some intention around, then I sort of put that out to the universe. So it's my version of, saying a little prayer. And then the second part to my ritual is then, choosing a song that to me is helping me embody the place of receptivity and openness to receive the things that I want to call into my life, whether that be money or clients. And then I move my body because I find that the connection to my body and my spirit is a really important way to anchor myself to start the day. And while I'm moving my body, I'm holding that intention of, I'm open to and I want to be guided by, spirit in my day, basically. And so I take some time to do that, and then I will walk out to my herd here and, see if there's any horse that has anything to offer to me. Sometimes, again, the message I get is from the land, and sometimes it's with the horses. And then I go back to my house, and usually if there's something that I want to write or share from that experience, I will. But what it does is it helps set me up from the day from a more deeply connected space. So that's my version of my ritual. I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. The horse that's kind of sitting here with me right now is Malachi, so I can share a little bit about Mr. Malachi as he's looking at me. So this is sort of how I work. I sort of allow what wants to come through. So Malachi, his name actually means my angel in Hebrew. And the vision I got when I saw him was a horse with these wings. So I call him my Pegasus. And to me, he sort of carried this message that we have to remember that we are messengers on this planet, and that we have a message to give forward. And when I'm meeting a new horse, so Malachi's, all my horses are former rescues. He came from the SPCA. And then when I know a horse is coming, I tune into them and I ask them, what's their medicine, and basically see what I get, sort of impressions and whatnot. As I'm sitting here with him, the message that I get is that we need to be reminded that our voice and our messages are powerful. And I think even the reason why, recording this video, sometimes when I'm doing something, I'm thinking to myself, this is silly. And I don't always feel confident posting it, but I've learned that my own perspective of whether I think it's valuable or not is often not really accurate. And so what I'm getting from Malachi, as one of the things that I've gotten going into the new year, and so this is in December 2020 that I'm doing this, is to be conscious of really allowing, there's been an emphasis on content and creating, videos and stuff, and to share that and to remind myself of what is it that I'm wanting to give and to share through the things that I create with and that I want to inspire people to do, and let that medium flow. So if people follow me, I write a lot, and I'm feeling moved that I need to take that up a notch with doing stuff like this. So I don't know where somebody maybe needs to hear that, but this is an example of when I come out here and I'm looking to my horses to give me that affirmation of what is it that I'm being guided towards. And so that's the message that came through. So there's Mr. Malachi. We need to remember that our voice and the things that we bring forward, even again, if we don't find it valuable, it's valuable to somebody, and to let our doubt around that hold us back from speaking our truth and to speak the things that want to flow through us. So even though you might think it's silly, the things that want to move through you, share it anyways. I think people assume for me that I'm really confident about the things that flow through me. I'm not, but I've learned that my feeling about my words and the things that flow through me is not an accurate description or reflection of what it is. So I just wanted to offer that. So ritual plus letting your message be felt. Wherever that resonates for you, take that forward. Again, if I didn't do ritual in my life, if I didn't start my day this way, I would be a basket case, honestly. So it's just a really beautiful way for me to be intentional and grounded and not allow my anxiety and my worries to basically take root and have their way with me during my day-to-day. So there we go. Let me see. Thank you, Mr. Malachi. And let me know where this resonates and lands for you, and any questions or comments, post it in the comments below, and I'm happy to speak to it.